Welcome, American people and everybody out there. Welcome to Keeping It Real and Peep Game TV. I'm your man Shadi Ali, aka SRD, with my man Jay Sean, aka Mr. F Love. Let's get it.
What's going on with you today?
Not much. Not much, man. You know, another glorious day to be amongst the living.
Yeah, man. It's been a lot of stuff going up here in Patterson, New Jersey, man. A lot of shootings, and you heard, right? Yeah, it's a lot of shootings going on and stuff like that, man. I just don't get it. The young kids, man, they don't I don't know if they don't value life, or they just don't care. I don't know.
I mean, they don't. It is, you know, a time where remember you got to remember a lot of them grew up on games, violent games.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
And a lot of them so young that they don't even realize the significance of life.
Yeah.
So not until many of them get into prison and that judge tell them, you got 25 to life, so you never coming home, then it'll hit them.
Yeah.
You know, and I think even sometimes when some of their friends, they lose them, it doesn't hit them as bad because it's happening so often.
Yeah.
You know, many of them have become immune to it, I think.
Yep. They don't. That's a good point. What you said about them video games, though. That's a good point. Them video games were so violent, and they grew up playing them.
Yeah.
And still playing them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just so much going on, man. It's sad. And I don't know. I don't see no change no time soon.
Yeah, well, and it's subconscious. They've done it in the subconscious.
Right.
When you play them games, it's not even a villain. It's not like a villain and the good guys just kill him.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, it's sad. And I think it's going to take family and the community to come together and come up with a solution. I truly don't believe the government will do it because there's no incentive for that.
It's better for them
the way it's going.
Yeah, it's better for them to deal, because if it wasn't no crime, then cops wouldn't have no job. A lot of the
correction centers,
correction wouldn't have no job. A lot of politicians would be out of jobs. You know what I mean? So it's to their advantage to keep crime going. I think so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, hey, whatever. We just gotta keep living, man. That's all you could do.
Yeah, you gotta just keep pushing ahead.
Yeah, that's all you could do, man. That's it. I don't know what that is. Who starts this week?
Uh,
Uh,
I'll
I'll
start
start
with you
with you
because
because
we
we
missed
missed
last
last
week,
week.
so I'll
So I'll
Okay,
start
start.
with
yeah,
you.
that's my bad. Last week I
Yeah,
didn't
so
even do my show Friday. I did it Saturday.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I
I
mean,
mean,
sometimes
sometimes
take a
take a
break,
break,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
since we were
since we were
speaking
speaking
on
on
what was
what was
going
going
on in
on in
Patterson,
Patterson,
what do
what do
you
you
think it
think it
means
means
when
when
it
it
when it
when it
says
says
divide and
divide and
conquer?
conquer?
I heard that when I first kind of found out about that, of course it was talking about um the white race dividing the black race, so they wouldn't be able to unite and be so strong, you know. Um, but in all reality, it really could be against anybody, any race or any nationality. You know, it could be the same thing. Depend on who the oppressor and you know, who they oppressing. You know what I mean? Um, it don't even have to be that. It could be a family. It could be friends. It could be anything. So, but when you really dissect it and look into it, it's a really true meaning because two halves make a whole, and when people more together and and have the same determined ideas and trying to and uplifting each other, they strong like a marriage couple, like a marriage, you know. um like a baseball team or a football team or a basketball team or anything, a group of people. But if somebody wanted to take over them, the best thing would to be to divide them or to get them to turn against each other or get them to be jealous of each other or envy each other or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So I think what they really mean by divide and conquer is to keep one unit or um one team, one group of people, one nationality or whatever, to keep them apart so they won't be as strong as they could be if they was together. You know, depending on who trying to separate them and stuff like that. But it is a true meaning and it do hold a lot of weight. And I think it really matters. And years ago, and I think it matters maybe even more now. And I think it's gonna matter for the rest of this world. If you divide people, then you conquer people. What you think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
now
now
for
for
many
many
people,
people,
uh,
uh,
our
our
ethnicity
ethnicity
included,
included,
we
we
find
find
things
things
that
that
divide
divide
us.
us.
You
You
know,
know,
like
like
That's a
when
good
when it
one.
when it
when it
comes
comes
to
to
somebody,
somebody,
people
people
don't
don't
like
like
certain
certain
people
people
who
who
have
have
different
different
religion.
religion.
Right,
Some
Some
people
people
dislike
dislike
people
people
based on
based
their
on their
political
political
view.
view.
right,
Like you,
You
you know,
you know,
like
like
people
people
get
get
angry
angry
at
at
if
if
you're a
you're a
Republican.
Republican.
People
right,
get
People get
angry
angry
as
as
if
if
you're
you
a
a
Democrat.
Democrat.
right.
So
So
I
I
think
think
the
the
best
best
way
way
to
to
keep
keep
people
people
from
from
being divided and conquered is to try to find similarities rather than focus on the differences. Because that's what divides people. People start focusing on what's different. What makes you different from me? You know, and
Right.
you don't want to be around that. So I think, yeah. But I do think it works when it's deliberately done. I think it does work for the benefit of whoever wants to divide for whatever purpose.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point you said. I like what you said about um nowadays it's a lot of things that divide and conquer us, you know.
Yeah.
That's a true statement. That's true. It is.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it like that, but you don't even need people to do it nowadays.
No.
It could be money. It could be a chick.
Right.
It could be it could be 100 things that divide. You don't need some. I don't mean to get off topic or nothing like that, but I was watching this movie one time and forgot the name of it. But this black guy, I guess he was a gangbanger. He used to kill a lot of people, and it's fiction. And then when they put him in a cell, they put him in a cell next to a white guy. And the white guy was like a Aryan nation, like a skinhead or whatever. And him and the black guy start arguing. And the black guy was a killer, and the white guy was a killer. But the white guy told him, I don't got no beef with you, man. You a killer, I'm a killer. But the only thing is, you helping my race because you killing your own kind. So I support you. Keep doing what you doing. Because the black guy had punched him in the mouth. And he's like, yo, I don't got no beef with you. You know. I support you. I forgot the name of the movie, Tales of the Hood or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, Tales of the Hood.
But it was just funny when the white man said, I don't got no beef with you. You helping me out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember that. All right, let's move on. This is a good one because I never really. I know a lot about it and I hear a lot about it, but I never really understood it as much. But do you think large financial contributions should be allowed toward presidential candidates?
Large contributions should. I don't think they should be allowed. You know, towards a presidential candidate. Tell you why. Because if somebody loans you some money,
right,
they want it back.
Right.
If somebody gives you some money, even if they say they don't want it back, eventually they're going to want some type of favor.
Right.
So imagine giving somebody a couple $100,000.
Yeah.
Or even a million. You don't think when you give that person a million, that person knows you're going to expect something from them. So when a president receives these type of donations, what they say, the one who pays the band gets to play the tune, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you pay the band, you get to pick the tune you're going to play.
Right.
So I think it's gotten in the way of what's better for the people. And it's more beneficial to whoever gives them the money or for big business.
Right.
So I would say they should cut it out. You know, what do you think?
Um, I never really, I never really understood it because like somebody would be winning an election, and then somebody will say they got more money, so that's why they winning.
Right.
They got more contributions, so that's why they winning. But I never really could put it together with winning because if me and you was going against each other for president, and people wanted me to be the president, I would think they would just vote for me, no matter if you had a million and I had 500,000. You know what I mean? So just because he got more contributions and more donations, why do that make you want to vote for him instead of, you know what I mean, instead of the person that you really want to vote for? So I really never could put the two together. I never could really understand why the person with the most money wins the presidency. I mean, now of course I'm older, I know, because promotion, you get more commercials and billboards and stickers and flags and more luncheons, and you know what I mean. And now I'm older, but
Right.
it was a long time where I just thought like you vote for the person you think gonna do the best job, not for the person who got the person who got the most money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And basically, what you say, you voting for the person who is more influential
Right.
at that point.
Right.
Because if if you're seeing this person and you're seeing all these commercials or you're seeing the person being
Yeah.
promoted, the person is sticking in your mind. The advertising and promotion is kind of steering you towards that person.
Yeah, that's what it does.
So yeah, so that's the benefit of it. And as you said, that doesn't mean that that's the right person for the position.
That's what I never understood. Yeah.
So
But most of the, I don't mean to cut you off,
go
but
ahead.
most of the time the person that got the most money is the person that wins.
Yeah, well,
You
of
never heard
course.
nobody say he barely got any contributions, but he won. Like you never
Right,
really hear that.
right. Because he's going to be the person that got the most money, going to be the most useful to the
Right.
people who donated them that.
Mhm. Right.
So that's the way that goes.
Yeah. Money run the world.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we was talking about religion, so let's get into this second question. Do you think that Islam is really being used by some men as Islam, meaning they get more than one wife while they get to keep their wives fully covered?
Yeah, that's another thing I heard this week that I heard that I never really heard it. I never really heard it the way this lady put it like this. She was like a lot of men using. She was like Islam, like Islam. She was like, cause think about it, he get to keep his wife covered up. He get to have as many wives. Well, not many as he want. I think it's 5 or something like
You
that.
get four.
Four wives, and he get the Muslim ladies. They submit and all that, but it's some people using it in the wrong way. You know what I mean? And I think I think that goes with everything. You know what I mean? Not just Islam. I think if somebody taking advantage of somebody, then somebody just taking advantage of them. You know what I mean? You don't have to. You don't have to be a Muslim to take advantage of somebody. You know what I mean?
Please, Wale.
Because you know what I mean. You could take advantage of somebody on your own if you want to. I think that and I think that more in Islam, it's not more of a selfish reason. I think it's more of you want your woman covered up. You want your woman covered up because your woman's body is supposed to be for your eyes only. Um, if you choose to have more than one wife, I mean, if that's what they say, then that's what they say. I mean, you don't have to do it. You can have one, but if it's, I mean, look at polygamy. Look how they live. You know what I mean, or some of them other cultures. So I would have to say more than likely, I don't believe that Islamic men is taking advantage of that because what man wouldn't want his wife to be covered up for no other man to see her body but him? What other man wouldn't want that? Um, and what other man wouldn't want more than one wife? You know what I mean? If that's what you choose to do, because a woman's body is like it's like genuine. It's a structure of beauty, and by having it covered, and if that's your wife, it's like what they say: everything good is hard to get to. You know what I mean? What
Okay.
they said: diamonds is down deep in the bottom of the ocean. Gold is way in the mines and all that. So everything good is covered up and hard to get to. So I wouldn't think that they would that rule was made for people to use women. What about you?
Honestly, I think some people do use it. In the Quran, it says, if you only knew, you would just have one. You know what I mean? So it says that. So it kind of gives you like, even though it's permissible, you better off more than likely having one.
Oh, that's what it say.
Yeah, because it says if you only knew, you would just have one. So to paraphrase it, that's how it's kind of mean. Like, yeah, you can have it, but I don't know if you really want to do it because when it started off in times of war.
With what?
War. When
Okay. Yeah.
men died. So women need to be taken care of, children need to be taken care of. So if you're going to marry for the sake of a widow and help children, then that's honorable. You know,
Yeah.
nowadays there's a lot of single women with children.
It
I
is.
don't think men saying, "Look, I'm getting married because she needs some help with them children." I don't think a lot of men are doing that. So I think the woman has some point because most men probably doing it for their own desire. Look, I can have four, I'll have four. And the other part is normally if you're trying to do it correctly, you want to kind of have your wife agree to it. Because if you can do it and it can not only be a benefit to you, it could be a benefit to the wife you have and the other one, then that would make it beneficial for everybody.
Mm.
So I think when we talk about multiple marriages, we don't get into the intricacy of if we were to do that, what would be the purpose,
Right.
and what would be so that there would be a healthy outcome for everybody.
Right.
So I think that's something that is missing when it comes to that.
True.
That's my opinion. Take it, leave it, or throw it away.
Um. Do you believe the harder you work, the more money? Oh, okay. I was just talking about this like a month ago with somebody, but um, do you believe the harder you work, the more money you make?
At one point, that was instilled in all of us. Work hard, you're going to get money.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, after I really started working, and some jobs were actually work hard. No, don't it doesn't. That doesn't necessarily always happen. You could be working hard and you just get whatever you go get that for that hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're working for $10 an hour, no matter how hard you work, you still gonna get $10 an hour.
That's true.
So no. Now, do I believe that if you're strategic about your working and it's your own business and you're putting a lot of effort into it to make it work, then yeah, I think you can see a benefit because it's yours.
Right.
And you're working extra hard to get it to a point where the business can be self-sufficient. The best example is franchising. Like McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts. These are businesses. So you can work hard in the beginning if you get this franchise or something like that. And eventually you get to a point where you don't have to be there.
Right.
And it's still, you still making money. Ultimately, that's what, as a business person, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Business is something that makes money and you don't have to be there. Otherwise, it's a venture that you're striving to turn into a business.
Yeah.
So no, I don't believe the harder you work, the more money you get. But but those who put time in to make money and strategic about how they want to make money and they're consistent, yeah, I think they do. I think they will get more money than a person sitting up in the living room, sipping a beer, smoking some weed, and playing a game. So I believe they're going to get more than that person.
Yeah.
But that person ain't working at all. So that's my opinion. What do you think?
I remember when I was young, I was working in a hospital, and I wanted to buy a motorcycle, and I came up with this notion. I was like, I had a family. I didn't want to take money away from the family, so I said, what I'll do, I just work a lot of overtime for a couple of months, and then I'll buy me the motorcycle. So I just started doing like it's 40 hours in a week, and I was getting paid every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I would do the 40 hours, but on top of that 40, I was trying to do like maybe 20 or 25 extra that week, and then 20 or 25. So I probably was doing 40 hours plus like 20.
Right.
So I was getting paid every 2 weeks. So I was like 80 plus another 40 or 50. I was burning myself out. But I was young, I didn't know. So this white lady told me, she was like, the more overtime you do, the less money you make.
Real
I'm
fact.
young. I'm young. I don't really understand. What's like, what are you talking about? If I'm every hour I work over my overtime, I'm getting more money.
Right.
And then she set me down and she broke it down to me. She broke it down how much I was making for 40 hours and with all the overtime and then what my paycheck was. And then she took all the overtime money and divided it. And when she was done, it came out that for the overtime money, say like if I was making $12 an hour, the
Right.
overtime money, once you break it down, the taxes and everything, I was doing all them other hours for like $6 an hour, $7 an hour. Because the more money you make, the more money they take.
Right.
And I wasn't really looking at it like that. I was just looking at it like I'm doing overtime, I'm getting more money. So I'm another one. I don't believe the more money you make, the harder you work, the more money you make. Maybe it benefit the government or somebody, but nah, it don't benefit you. Nah, you gotta come up with another formula for that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You do all that overtime, they tax the heck out of you.
Yeah. So they give it to you. They're giving it to you with one hand, and they're taking it away with another.
Yep.
Okay. When we first started, we were talking about the murders and what's going on, and I think sometimes it's based on retaliation. Sometimes people are coming back for retaliation based on what something that happened in the past.
Right.
Sometimes I think that's the case. So, with that being said, what do you think about getting revenge on someone?
Um, I think that if you mature and I think if you mature, I don't think that mature people really think about getting revenge on somebody. I think that, or put it like this: if you mature, you might think about getting revenge on somebody, but I don't think you're gonna carry it out with it. I think you'll be mad as hell and you'll want revenge on that person, but I think in the end, common sense win out, and you would just say, um, well, let the higher powers deal with it or something like that. You know what I mean? Instead of me retaliating. But I think if you young and immature, uh, I think that they don't have the um, self control and common sense yet to let something go. So I think that more than likely, like with a lot of stuff that's going on now with the younger generation, a lot of it is retaliation and revenge, and it don't even have to be young people. It could be 30s and 20, somebody 20s, 30s, 40s. I think revenge is a mindset. Um, because if you think about it, when the last time have you really hated somebody? You know, I think about it in my mind. I'm like, man, it was a long time since I really hated somebody. A long time. So if you can't remember the last time you really hated somebody, then that's how long you've been. That's how long you've been mature. That's how long your mind been highly developed. You know what I mean? Because hate and revenge is almost like, it's almost like the same thing. I hate that person. I got to get revenge on that person. I got to retaliate. So I think that revenge. I think that revenge is a state of mind. Um, and I think if you mature, unless somebody probably did something to your immediate family, God forbid, killed your wife or your child or something like that, I just think it's a state of mind whether you mature or not mature. Other than that, because you will see people saying, "Oh, if I had a chance, just give me 5 minutes with them," or "If I could, I'll blow their head off." But I guess the maturity and the conscious mind won't let you do it. So yeah, I think it's a state of mind. What about you?
Yeah, I think, as you said, there's a saying that we use, you know, when I was doing drug and alcohol camp. We used to tell people, play the tape out. You know what I'm saying? Play it out, meaning start from what you plan on doing and how it's going to end up after you do what you plan on doing.
Mm.
So I think a lot of people don't play the tape out. They see, okay, me getting them back, especially when it comes to like, okay, you want to murder somebody. Now there's some cases of revenge is different. Like, all right, somebody punch you in the face, you punch you back in the face. That's your revenge. You know?
Yeah.
So I think some people still get revenge, but I think when it comes to murdering someone, it's a continuation. Like, I believe the young brothers, some of the older ones, one of their homies get murdered. They go back and murder one of the other people homies. Or in some cases, somebody who has nothing to do with it. Now, and sometimes by accident, sometimes on purpose.
Right.
And what happens with this is now you have invited other people into something that possibly could have died there. Now it's escalated and it becomes an ongoing thing.
Right.
You take one of mine, I take one of yours. You take one of mine, I take one of yours, and it's back and forth. And with that type of mentality, when does it end? So as you said, for me, murder is something that's something that there's not too many things that I can say that it's worth murdering somebody.
Right.
And the way the prevalency of it now, the young people don't even have the wisdom to comprehend what their actions is contributing to. Because you have some 15, 17, 16 year old murdering people. They barely lived long enough. So what do life mean to a 16-year-old? What do life mean to a 17-year-old? You haven't lived long enough to really know what life is. You're not even thinking about having children or that person that had children or grandchildren or any of that stuff. So as you said, as you get older, you get wiser, and life starts to have a different meaning to you. than it used to when you were a child.
Yeah.
So I would say revenge, depending. For me, I look at it as there's some people that do things to me that I don't look at it as revenge.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it as a lesson. With some
Right.
people, because if a person is disrespectful, then my lesson to them is now I got to cut you off, or I got to give us some space after I tell you why I'm that you disrespected. And what you did or what you said that caused me to feel that.
Right.
And if you don't correct the behavior, then I deal with you differently. So I'm not going to get revenge. I'm not going to just start cursing you out and doing all that. No. Because all that does is keep it going. So if I can get you to realize that your behavior has caused a rift between us, then for me it's worth it. So that's my take on it. I don't believe in revenge. I believe in teaching lessons.
Mm. Okay. As a human family, what do you think? As a human family, what do you think we are missing?
I think as a human family, we are missing the family part. The part of, okay, you have your immediate family, your brothers and sisters. You have your cousins. You have your second, third, fourth cousins, fifth cousins.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's still family.
Right.
So with family, there's certain lines you don't want to cross.
Right.
There's certain things, certain benefits of being a family. Your family normally is there even in hard times.
Right.
Your family sometimes even at your most inconsiderate. Your family have patience. I think a lot of with the human family, there's very little patience. There's very little empathy. There's very little equality, treating people equally based on just being a human family. Like as a human family, we all have three basic needs: food, clothes, and shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Those are three basic needs. How we go about getting those things varies on the individual. Sure, we know we need oxygen, but that's a part of life we don't think about. So I believe, and when I look at it, and this is my strict opinion. When I look at the condition of the world, and I look at the wars and everything that's going on, And I hear people say that
that
everything is
everything is
going
going
wrong because
wrong because
people didn't
people didn't
vote.
vote. Right.
What
What
about the
about the
people who
people who
did vote?
did vote?
You
You
know?
know,
So
so
for
for
me,
me,
it
it
has to
has
be
to be
more
more
than
than
people
people
didn't
didn't
vote.
vote.
It has
It
to
has to
be
be
as a
as a
human
human
being,
being,
as a
as a
human
human
family,
family.
one
One
people
people
feel
feel
what
what
they
they
want is
want is
more
more
important than
important than
another
another
person.
person.
To
To
go
go
to
to
another
another
land
land
and
and
murder
murder
people
people
for
for
their
their
resources,
resources,
to
to
me,
me,
is
is
more
more
animalistic
animalistic
than
than
as
as a
humanitarian.
humanitarian. Right.
You
You
know,
know,
so it's
so it's
not
not
like for
like for
me.
me.
Some
Some
people
people
do. Don't
do.
get me
Don't get me
wrong,
wrong,
but
but
most
most
people
people
won't
won't
just
just
go
go
and
and
take
take
something
something
from their
from their
family.
family.
You'll
You'll
ask.
ask.
You
You
try to
try to
help your
help your
family. You
family.
want to
You
see
want to
your
see your
family do
family do
well.
well.
So
So
that's
that's
why
why
I
I
figure
figure
like
like
this is
this
what
is
the
what the
human
human
family
family
need
need
to
to
look at
look at
each
each
other
other
and
and
want for
want
your
for your
family
family
what you
what
want
you
for
want for
yourself.
yourself. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
if I
if
don't
I
want
don't
you
want you
coming
coming
stealing
stealing
and
and
taking my
taking my
resources,
resources,
then why
then
would I
why would I
go
go
over and
over and
take
take
yours?
yours? Right.
Can
Can
we
we
can
can
we
we
negotiate?
negotiate?
Because I'm
Because I'm
sure I may
sure I
have
may have
something you
something you
want.
want.
You got
You got
something I
something I
want.
want.
We
We
both eat.
both eat.
So
So
that's
that's
my
my
view.
view.
That's my
That's my
view
view
of what I
what I
think
think
the
the
human
human
family
family
needs
needs
to
to
have
have
more
more
humanity
humanity
towards each
towards
other.
each other.
What's your
What's your
thoughts?
thoughts? Um, I think the families is just missing more structure, maybe, and more structure and more love. I I think that a lot of the families, they, like maybe they father say he, maybe if he drinking, maybe the mother might be a good mother, she might be working and might be a school teacher, or maybe the mother might be somebody like the party and the father might be the quiet working one. I just think it's not enough togetherness. So when kids see this, it affects their mentality and how they grow up and go out into the world. I like to tell people that um, I never really saw I never really saw my mother and father sit down and have like a regular conversation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I never really, maybe before I was born, they
Right.
probably did, but I'm talking about me. I never really saw them just sit down and have a regular conversation. It was always either arguing or arguing in a
Cracking
joking
each
way,
other.
or or some, maybe that's how they showed each other love. I don't know, but for a kid,
Peace, man.
for a kid, um, it's confusing. So I think that a lot of the human families is missing more togetherness and more love and more structure. You know what I mean? Because a lot of kids is angry, man. They angry with, oh, I can't get this, I can't wear that, I can't get this. This person got that. Um, uh, why I gotta work here for minimum wage, or why I gotta do this, or why I gotta do that, or it's just a lot of kids is just angry now, and when that happens, that's what goes out into the world. An angry kid, and anger. We know what happened when people angry with each other. You fight, you hurt, you destroy it, whatever. So anyway, I think that the human families need more love and more structure and more togetherness. That's what I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
made a
made a
good
good
point
point
about
about
anger,
anger,
and
and
you know,
you know,
and
and
sometimes
sometimes
what
what
I've
I've
noticed
noticed
is
is
when
when
people are in
people are in
pain,
pain,
they
they
express it
express
as
it as
anger
anger
Mm-hmm.
because
because
pain,
pain
to
to
say
say
you
you
hurt
hurt
me,
me
seem like
seemed
a
like a
weakness.
weakness.
Right.
So
So
I'd
I'd
rather
rather
just go
just go
ahead and
ahead and
lash
lash
out
out
and
and
hurt
hurt
you,
you.
so
So
this way
this
you
way you
don't know
don't
that
know
you
that you
really
really
hurt me.
hurt me.
And
And
as
as you
you and as you
as
were
you were
saying,
saying,
imagine
imagine
children
children
in a
in a
household
household
where they
where they
have no
have no
food to
food
eat.
to eat.
Right.
You
You
know,
know,
their
their
lights is
lights
out.
is out.
They're
They're
moving
moving
from this
from this
place to
place to
that
that
place.
place.
That kind
That
of
kind of
stuff
stuff
can
can
get to
get
a
to a
child
child
because you're
because you're
really,
really,
in
in
my
my
opinion,
opinion,
being
being
deprived
deprived
of a
of a
healthy
healthy
child.
child.
Right.
You
You
know,
know,
like
like
back in the
back in the
day,
days,
it
there
used to be
used
a
to be a
saying,
saying,
what
what
happens in the
happens in the
house
house
stays in the
stays in the
house.
house.
The
The
reality
reality
is
is
that
that
wasn't
wasn't
true
true
because
Yeah.
what
because what
happens in the
happens in the
house
house
spills out in
spills
the
out in the
street.
street.
Yep.
So
So
you-
it,
ultimately,
ultimately,
as you were
as you were
saying,
saying,
with
with
more
more
structure in
structure
the
in the
house,
house,
there'd be
there'd be
more
more
structure in the
structure in the
street.
street.
Yeah.
More
More
love in the
love in the
house
house
will
will
bring more
bring more
love in the
love in the
street.
street.
I believe that.
So
So
the
the
human
human
family
family
and
and
you
you
know
know
our
our
families,
families,
you
you
know,
know,
yeah,
yeah,
we are
we are
not
not
connecting
connecting
properly. I
properly. I
think
think
there's a
there's a
lot of,
lot of,
especially
especially
with our
without
ethnicity,
ethnicity,
a
a
major
major
generation
generation
gap.
gap.
Right.
You
You
know,
know,
where
where
the
the 30
30-year
year
olds
olds,
they are
they are
disconnected
disconnected
from the
from the
20-year
20 year
olds.
old.
Right.
You
You
know,
know,
and
and
even if
even
they
if
do
they do
connect
connect
to the
to the
20-year
20 year
olds,
olds,
then the
then the
50
50
and the
and the
60-year
60 year
olds have
olds
no
have no
idea
idea
how to
how to
deal with
deal
them.
with them.
You know
Right.
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying?
Which
Yeah.
Which
we
we
need
need the
40 year
40 year
olds to
olds
deal
to
with the
deal with the
30 year
30 year
olds
olds,
to deal with the
deal with the
50 year
50
olds
year
to deal
olds,
with the
deal with the
60
60
year
year
olds.
olds.
So
So
we need
we
to
need
be
to
able
be
to
able to
bridge the
bridge the
generation
generation
gaps
gaps
because
because
then we can
then we
have a
can
good
have a good
idea
idea
of
of
what's
what's
going
going
on
on
in our
in our
communities
communities
and what
and
we
what we
need
need
to
to
repair.
repair.
Right.
I
I
think
think
our
our
best
best
uh,
uh,
our
our
best
best
solution
solution
would
would
be
be
to
to
connect with
connect with
those who are
those who
out
are
in the
out in the
street
street
and
and
really
really
get them
get
to
them to
open up
open up
about
about
what is
what is
life
life
like
like
right
right
now
now
in the
in the
streets with
streets
them.
with them.
Yeah.
So
So
that,
that,
and
and
what would
what
they
would they
like to
like to
see?
see?
What type
What
of
type of
changes would they
changes would
like
they
to
like to
see
see
that
that
could
could
possibly
possibly
change a
change
lot
a
of the
lot of the
outcomes that
outcomes that
we're
we're
seeing now?
seeing?
You know
You
that
know
the
that the
government,
government,
there's
there's
in
in
law
law
enforcement,
enforcement,
their
their
fix
fix
is
is
lock them
lock
up.
them up.
That's the
Yeah.
That's the
fix.
fix.
For
For
us,
us,
we
we
we would
we
like
would
to
like to
see
see
it be corrected where we can actually save some lives and have some productive, more productive young people, because there's a lot of productive young people,
Oh yeah, yeah, it
you
is.
know. But with the good, it kind of stay hidden, and the bad get pushed up front.
Yep.
So like you say, like people say, there's bad police,
Yep.
there's good police. I've known good police, but you promote the bad. You know what I mean? Because that's what stands out. That's what hits the people. When people see somebody getting beat up and shot, that stays in your mind. What they don't do is show places where, I remember one time they showed it. A couple of police playing basketball with the young people.
Yeah.
They don't show that.
I think I saw that.
Peace. How you? Peace. Yeah, so that's my thought, brother.
Yeah, no.
What's going on, Kev? So we got 7 minutes, man. I mean, 3 minutes. Let the people know where they can see you at.
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow night as usual about 9:45. Last week I wasn't there either, and I came on Saturday. But I'll be back on a regular time tomorrow on TikTok at JShawn763 and on Facebook at Randy J. Sean Jackson. I'll be live tomorrow. And then Sunday I'll be back doing my food tasting show. I don't know what time I'm gonna do it yet because I gotta drive out to Kearney. Well, I don't have to, but I am. Yeah, Dre live out there. We gonna supposed to work on some of them videos. I was doing them audio videos.
Oh, okay.
And go to I think it's called Five Guys or something like that. The
Best Burger.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. That's what I'm tasting this Sunday. A Five Guys burger. So just trying to stay busy. What about you? What's going on with the book?
Me, still promoting it. I got some other ideas I'm gonna be coming up with, but I'm still waiting to drop the ebook. That's
Oh yeah. It was telling me about that.
Yeah. That's once I drop that, then I'm gonna go into promotion mode for that one, for the ebook. But I'm still grinding. I'm still waiting to really see how it's actually doing. I won't really get to see how it's doing until next month.
Yeah.
So right now I don't know. I hope it's doing as well as I would like. I hope it supersedes my expectation.
Yeah.
But
hey, it's a marathon and it's not a sprint. So
yeah. Absolutely, man.
Hang in there.
So I'm hanging in there and looking to do some more interviews, with people who read the book. And that's what
that's
I really
cool.
like to do. I want to do some interviews with people who read the book, get their insight on it. And I want people who read the book to, wherever they brought it from, post their reviews.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of stuff helps as well.
Yeah. It's all promotion.
Yeah. But that's it for me, man.
Okay. Hey, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's all we could do.
That's
That's
it,
it,
man.
man.
Keep
Keep
doing
doing
it to
it
to
to
produce
produce
what
what
you
you
like
would
to
like to
see.
see.
I say every morning that you wake up, it's a good morning. Another day to accomplish something or move closer to your goals. You know, I always say that. My saying is, I always say everything I want is just a fingertip away. So
Yeah,
we'll
you know,
we'll
No,
see.
and
yeah, and for
and for
me,
me,
my
is my
saying
saying
is,
is
I'm
I'm
one
one
decision
decision
away
away
from
from
changing my
changing my
life.
life.
Yeah, that's real.
That's it.
That's it.
That's real.
One,
One,
one
one
decision,
decision,
one
one
uh,
uh,
pretty
pretty
much
much
a
a
goal
goal
or
or
some vehicle,
some vehicle,
one
one
vehicle.
vehicle.
That's it.
That's
That
it. That
vehicle can
vehicle can
change your
change
life.
your life.
One move away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
So
that's it.
that's it.
One
One
creation.
creation.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
So
Uh,
So
people,
people,
we
we
thank y'all
thank
for
y'all
your
for your
time.
time.
We know
yep.
you
You know,
could
you
have
could
been
have been
anywhere.
anywhere.
We
We
thankful that you
thankful
took
that
the
you took the
time to be
time to
with
be with
us.
us.
And for
And
that,
for
we're
that, we're
grateful.
grateful.
Love
Love
life,
life,
and
and
life is
life is
love.
love.
And
And
stay up
stay up,
and stay
stay
focused.
focused.
Until
Till
next
next
week,
week,
peace.
peace.
Peace.